Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing tonight? How are we doing, people? Oh, I was going to do a video. It was going to be a video. And I thought, can't be bothered with doing a video. I'll do a video. Let's do a stream instead. Let's be live for longer. Plus, it takes up less of my recording space as well, so even better. But welcome to this late Tuesday night stream. And probably not going to go on for too long, actually, to be honest. But basically, United Takeover. Ooh. Today was the alleged day that we would see plenty of outbreaking news. Plenty of talk, plenty of interest, plenty of hype. We're supposed to have the hype. Where are the hype men at? It's all gone quiet on the Western Front. All gone quiet. Very much quiet. And basically, no one knows, as has been the situation for pretty much the entire process of the sale. Nobody knows what's going on. Well, according to Rio Ferdinand and his sources, he does know what's going on. According to him, there's something going on. And according to the leading Qatari news outlet, Raya, apparently the Glazers are going to be signing some papers, some contracts to sign over the club to Sheikh Jassim within the next few hours. Within the next few hours. Now, this was, about 2-3 hours ago? So we're sort of coming towards the end of the next 2 hours. We're sort of at the end, or the next few hours, I mean to say. The next few hours, we're sort of at the end. We're sort of at the end of that little period of time, and everything's gone quiet again now. Maybe it's just the calm before the storm. Yesterday, we had a lot of people saying, look, nothing's going to happen on Tuesday because it's the 4th of July. It's the 4th of July. Can't have anything happening on the 4th of July when it's Independence Day and Americans are out celebrating, getting drunk and having barbecues and setting off fireworks in their houses, doing all means of public discourse. You'll be shielded from the law because it's freedom. It's Freedom Day. Freedom Day of the Americas. Jesus Christ. I'll tell you who else is probably smoking Cuban cigars right now. Is probably Joel and Abram kicked back in whichever hellhole mansion it is, or ranch, whichever hellhole it is that they're cooped up in with their feet kicked up. Just chilling, relaxing, just watching meltdown after meltdown from United's outlets. And everyone else is probably sat elsewhere, just flipping burgers and whatnot. Ooh. Amirali Ghaznavi. I'm useless with pronouncing names, my apologies. But hello, just subscribe to your channel. I've got a channel as well if you want to collab sometime. Options are open. The doors are open. Depends really what sort of thing you have in mind. Depends on what sort of thing you have in mind. If you want to do a football collaboration, football chat show collaboration or something, then I'm open to considerations, 100%. But thank you for the subscription, buddy. really appreciate the support. But yeah, as I was saying with the Glazers, they're probably just sat back in their mansions, just watching everything unfold right now. They could not be bothered. As hard as they try, they probably really, really could not be bothered. Because if they were bothered, they would be ushering this to take as little time as possible. They'll be getting this all done and dusted and finitoed out the way, and yeah, shedding responsibility. Don't want to keep that burden on them. Oh, God, love a bit of Pepsi. Love a little bit of Pepsi. Bit late in the day, but love a bit of Pepsi. But interesting with the Raya news report as well. Very interesting with the Raya news report, considering that their acclaim that the takeover is mere hours away, and it's really. I think it's as much as people say that it's a credible source, it's a credible outlet in that part of the world. For me, I don't know. I don't know what the levels of credibility or what people consider credible information in that part of the world, especially considering that it is a crime. It is quite literally an infringement on the law to be publishing false publications in Qatar. So Raya might have a few stern words if what they're saying does not come to fruition in any capacity. Punishable with up to 5 years in prison. Up to 5 years imprisonment. Jeez, Jesus. I'll tell you what. I suppose it's one of those things that if you do trust that sort of course of action or that course of justice, that perhaps you would, you'd be fingers crossed that it is serious, that it is serious news, and that we're not being taken for mugs again, as we seem to have been having done to us for the longest time. So yeah, pretty much. It's all up in the air, and it's playing on people's mental well-beings as well, which I suppose is probably to be expected, because I know some people care about their football clubs a lot more than others do. There's quite a few examples of that level of connection to your football club. I mean, I think you've seen it with quite a few of the former AFTV members. None more so than Claude, God rest his soul. You know, can never dispute his connection to Arsenal Football Club. But yeah, really tragic that he's not with us anymore. Really, really tragic. But in terms of other takeover bits and pieces, I mean, Rio Ferdinand and Joel Bayer. I mean, I'm tempted to question like who is Rio Ferdinand's inside source? Because I swear, if it's something similar to like the Twitter ITK accounts, like your what's his face, Qatari FC or something. But I mean, the guy's excited. He's literally a Sheikh Jassim hype man, just a hype man, and that is that. That is all she wrote. Nothing more and nothing less. Just a hype man. And it's a little bit of shame that unfortunately what you have is what we've got right now is a lot of people jumping to conclusions every time there's a slightest bit of outbreaking news. And I'll tell you what, I've just seen another person on my Twitter feed that's is criminal for this as well. Ross Harwood. Ross Harwood. The guy is literally how like so many times. I'm pretty sure I don't follow the guy. No, I don't. He's just on my feed. He's literally just on my feed, and this guy he has posted all sorts of bits of information, all sorts of bits of information, and it's just just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let me bum ba dum. If that's it. I actually show. Will it actually let me do that? Oh, okay. Excuse me whilst I am trying to mess around with all these different bits. Probably should be doing this off of stream rather than actually whilst I'm live. That would be splendid. That would be splendid. But no, I'm being a right knob about it. Okay, well, I'll have to sift through that when I get to it. It's probably these layouts, right? Yeah, I think these layouts are probably that I need to go with. I probably need to do a subscription thing to get what I need, but unfortunately. But, however, as I was saying, Ross Harwood, someone who posts, he calls himself a football journalist, by the way. He calls himself a football journalist, and he's got 32.3k followers, and this guy will post shit. And my God, people will eat it up. People will eat it up. But the downside is he's said quite a few things were done at like, oh yeah, this is completely done and dusted, and then it doesn't happen. But he does. I don't think he actually says that. Oh, I've got I've got this wrong or anything wrong. Like, no, I don't think he takes any accountability. Yeah. It's like saying that a £40 million offer has been submitted to Atalanta for Højlund, for Rasmus Højlund, which apparently, according to other sources of higher tier, higher tier stature, have all said, no bid's gone in, nothing's happened, no one's interacted by placing funds on the table, no one's done that. Apparently, the £30 million bid is also, according to other sources, was never submitted. Still yet to submit a Andre Onana bid, supposedly. There's all sorts of things that unfortunately, we've been plagued. Our news space has been attacked, has been plagued by so many hype men that you can't actually it's seriously difficult to cut through all of the nonsense that's there, to really dig deep and find what's factual, what's legit. United Muppeteers are talking about, from what I've been hearing, most priority striker targets feel a bit out of reach or poor value right now for the funds available, which are not unlimited without a major shift in price. Onana now seen as the most realistic signing, and there's optimism in the deal. as position remains a priority and the player is available for better value. United will still need a compromise on the fee and decent payment terms. So yeah, essentially, yeah. So according to Muppeteers, they've got another part here. Then there's, of course, the also pressing issue that with Dean Henderson looking for a move away, and as I hear on the cusp of being fully fit, Heaton is your preseason goalkeeper right now. Holy fuck. Tom Heaton currently stands as our choice of pre-season tour goalkeeper. He's the guy that's going to be on tour as it stands because Dean Henderson's looking for a move away. But we can't sort out things with Onana, so that's gone down the drain. Jesus, what is this? What's going on? So yeah, we are in a hot spot of bother. Seriously, hot spot of bother. And to be honest, right, the striker position I believe is what should be the priority, because last season our problem was not like across the season was not conceding goals. The problem was that we'd never scored enough. We never scored enough. Too many games, clutch games, where we did not get the result we needed because we didn't score enough goals. And that's it. David De Gea could have a howler moment in a game, right? But it wouldn't cost us the result. But our strikers could have howler games and it would cost us the result. So for me, using that statement of logic, you would think, well, okay then, so we'll address the striker issue. So we've got someone who, from game to game, even if they have a slightly worse for wear game, of a slightly worse for wear performance, they're still putting the ball in the back of the net when the key moments come, when the opportunities arise. But we're just not doing that. We've not got the capabilities in the players we have. So I would much much rather us have a striker come in before worrying about goalkeepers. Because I mean, even if we haven't got a top class goalkeeper, I think goalkeepers' saves can win you a game, right? They can win you a game. But your strikers' misses are what tend to lose you games. So, trying to look at it from that specific logic. Qatari FC guys now going on about Arda Güler, saying he's rejected Barcelona, is going for Real Madrid instead. Whatever that means. Why is that guy so angry? This is a guy's mugshot on my Twitter feed, but he's like so stupendously angry. It's incredible. What am I seeing? I suppose with as far as takeover things go, I've said this before already, but it's bad, right? In the situation, the situation's bad when you get your football journalists, right? The guys that are their forte rests with transfer news and things to do with players. But even those guys are having a lot of pressure put onto them by people who are demanding, oh, you should know something about the takeover. And it's like, well, no, because it's business. It's a business transaction, not a player transfer. A business transaction, baby. They're not going to know anything. Fabrizio Romano's not going to know anything. David Ornstein, Pornstein, Hornystein, not going to know anything. Club Puppetstein, not going to know a damn thing. And besides that, they'll probably be the last people to actually get informed about things to do with the takeover. They'll literally be the last people to be informed. Let's have a look at some wacky news here. Go away, advert. Oh yes, Mason Mount's also sent his farewell message to Chelsea. And I think everything in terms of his announcement videos being pre-recorded. I mean, pray to God that we're not cringe like Brighton. Please, 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 please. Don't be Brighton level of cringe. We need some normalcy, some normality in our player reveals. What am I seeing? All sorts of different things going on here. Just everyone is now posting the same thing within minutes of each other, and it's just the same train of story. Even French outlets are saying the same thing. So that's actually this report I've just seen here. I mean, it's from Sport Bible, so can't take everything that they say with a pinch of salt. But Phil Jones, Paul Pogba, and Anthony Martial have earned millions from image rights in recent years. Oh, image rights. Oh, the bonuses that players get these days, man. The bonuses that players get. I was trying to see. Oh, here we go. So, the Daily Mail suggests that Phil Jones, who's currently now a free agent, has picked up £4.2 million from his image rights. Paul Pogba has reportedly retained a UK image rights company with assets worth £5 million, including £2.4 million in cash. And the report also says Anthony Martial has netted £8 million for his image rights following the move to the Premier League club in 2015. Oh my God. Man, these people are getting rich just by having image rights. Where are my image rights? Can I have image rights? I'll let someone take a random picture of me in the street, unbeknownst to me, even though that probably happens already because there are a lot of creeps out there. But I'll let someone take a picture of me, have me not know about it, right? And then send me through like £10,000 through the letterbox at the end of each week. 10,000 a week just for one random photo of me every single day. I'll happily let someone do that if it means that you pay me 10k. Happy days. Jesus Christ. Reports Newcastle couldn't now accidentally stop Man United signing a very dangerous 22-year-old. What is this about? Let's have a read. Let's have a read, guys. Let's have a read. So, Man United are trying to sign a new right back with Jeremy Frimpong from Bayer Leverkusen linked. That is absolutely false. We are not trying to sign a right back. That is a lie. Geordie Boot Boys. It's a Newcastle outlet, so of course they're going to paste news that just don't make any sense. And besides, the thing is saying that we could accidentally stop Man United from signing Jeremy Frimpong. Well, sorry, but we don't want. We're not looking at Jeremy Frimpong. There was talks that we might start looking into a right back signing, but that's before Aaron Wan-Bissaka became just stupendously good in the right back position and had just the most insane redemption arc that I've ever seen from an English player. You know, it just is what it is. But besides, why? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Newcastle are on the running to signing Livramento, are they not? I thought they'll negotiate about 15 million for Livramento. At least I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Rory Jennings is now trending on Twitter again. I'm very much sure that is for all the wrong reasons, yet again. Mount saved that video to the last of January, says Qatari FC. They're talking about the Mason Mount goodbye video where he's got bleached blonde hair, but his hair looks completely different from his last taken photo from today, apparently. So yeah, that guy's probably had this video recorded for a long time. I wonder how Johnny Minerals is going to feel about this. I wonder how he's going to feel about this, man. Oh, my days. Johnny Minerals, baby. I love it. I absolutely love it. Just the random explosions on stream that this guy has. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Proper quality, proper quality lad. Proper quality lad. Fair plays to him. Um, mm, 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 What else? What else? So, Manchester United will unveil Mason Mount's new signing on Wednesday morning. So, what happened to the Monday morning one then? Okay, for the medicals and everything, could have done. He literally could have wrapped up the whole deal on Monday. Just announce everything, job done. But it's not Man United. If you don't drag it out, suck the enjoyment out of it, make people start to doubt it. It's annoying. It's seriously annoying. What the fuck did I just see? Sorry. Some freakish antics on a concert stage right there. Stretty News is apparently saying that Manchester United identify Andre Onana alternative in the Premier League valued at 30 million. Ooh, who are they talking about? I wonder. The Brighton goalkeeper, Sanchez. Woohoo! Robert Sanchez, a ball-playing goalkeeper. To be honest, it's not actually the worst goalkeeper option you can possibly sign, but then again, we should be going for better. Onana is there's levels to this. There's levels to this game. Onana Uh, Rihanna's favourite goalkeeper, and she don't even like football. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'll tell you what though, there has been like a tremendous lack of unique happenings with Manchester United at the moment. Seriously, seriously unique, like or lack of unique subjects to talk about. It's very dry. It's a very dry landscape at the moment. There's nothing to delve into because anything that there is to talk about that you might consider, well, it's yeah, that's unique news, it's unique player target or something. But then again, it's all just paper talk. It's all just the hypothetical stuff, and unfortunately, there's not much imagination going into it either. So there's nothing really to go off of. Um, and unfortunately, I can't really share screens as such on my StreamYards yet, but we could, we could if I up my subscription to StreamYards and allow me to do more things, be more editorial. Do, 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 do. Mike LUHG. Someone's just in the last hour posted Angel Di Maria highlights versus QPR from 2014/15, and man's responded saying almost a decade later, and he still hasn't been replaced. True, true. Yeah. Someone's saying they rattled Goldbridge, as is everyone's claim to fame and Twitter on the football Twitter space, which is quite the funny. It is quite the funny. Mm. 7 hours ago, MUFC are keen on signing Sofian Amrabat. Oh, God. Tell you what, though. Fingers crossed that with this takeover stuff, that we get close to a conclusion now. Fingers crossed, because I think it's just everyone's just now, so impatient, and I think I'm just trying to think of any real reason as to why the Glazers would feel or consider like stalling this process from their end, and I just can't think of any reason why. I can't think of anything logical. Like it can't be to do with want or trying to squeeze out more money, right? It can't, because if they're trying to squeeze out more money, they would be enacting process of the sixth round of bids, seventh round, eighth round. They'd be interacting with the process themselves, but we're not seeing anything. Not seeing anything on any front from Glazer input or Rain Group input. I mean, shout out to the 1958 protest group as well, by the way. Their email campaign where they basically have a copy paste thing in one of their their web domains or on one of their websites where you can copy and paste an email format with all like the messages and include everything to like state your dissatisfaction with the process, and they were emailing just masses and masses of emails going into Rain Group, where I think they basically blocked their inbox, just straight up blocked their inbox because there were so many emails of literally the same thing. So they just gave up all hope on it, and they were just like, "Oh, screw this," block all incoming contacts, block all incoming contacts, because there's no way we're sifting through all of this amount of carnage going on in our emails. But yeah, I can't understand why the Glazers feel any necessity, because they're not talking monetary gain here for any reason, because I mean they're not gaining anything money wise with delaying this process. They're not gaining anything money wise. They've already had quite a few stern actions from the favored candidate that there's the take it or leave it offer. There's the warning that tolerance is now very low, and keep messing around and we'll be hopping off. And I think Glazers know that if that, and I think it's interesting because at the same time that they're taking so long with this process on their end, they're not they're not actively trying to mess around with either of these two bidders like they were doing during the bidding stage, where they'll just be like, "Oh, we're gonna choose a bidder now." Oh, just kidding. No, we're not. We're gonna put in another round of bids. And they stopped taking the mickey on that front, but now it's all the news saying, "Oh, well, they're not at that stage anymore. They're just now contemplating between the internal disputes and all of that. Just yeah, we're trying to figure out if we want to stay or go." And it's like, well, four of the six Glazer siblings say they want to go. The other two say, absolutely not. We want to stay. We want to stay because we're sadistic and we enjoy watching people in pain and suffering. That's, you know, especially when you look like someone named Avram Glazer, right? When you've got that stupid haircut, that's literally the is literally the haircut you completely associate with Jeffrey Epstein's island. Like, for crying out loud, is literally the pinnacle haircut style that you would probably be seeing on Epstein Island. Without a shadow of a doubt. Galatasaray are preparing to start official contacts for Anthony Alanga and Alex Tellers. Two must sells. Get rid of them. God damn. Can't have it with a bit of shithousery. Fair plays. The guy's literally got his profile picture as an Arsenal kit, or him wearing an Arsenal kit, and he's responded to Mason Mount's goodbye video, or his farewell video, and he's just put some shedding tear emojis. Like, swear down, that man is like so glad to not be at Chelsea anymore. Um, okay. Do, 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 do. Don't really have anything else. Nothing else is going on. There is absolutely nothing else to report on. I guess we'll just have to wrap it up. I think we're just going to have to wrap it up. Yeah, that's pretty much nothing else. Pretty much nothing else going on. It's such I mean, the news sources are so dry. It's comparable to the landscape between the nun's legs. Dry as anything. Jesus Christ. We have to, yeah, I think we'll probably wrap it up there. There's nothing else going on. And I'd rather not have to, I'd rather not sit here and just, just refresh in different locations to wait for something that's actually unique and something worth talking about, something worth discussing, something to interact with. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up there and probably finish off the rest of my Pepsi, go grab me a pint of chocolate milk to unwind for the day, probably have a shower, maybe, quite possibly. And yeah, just really chill out for the rest of the day, and fingers crossed tomorrow brings us more. We want more. Give us more. And that's going to be that. Um, but yeah, quick shout out to. Sorry, I thought I saw something there for a second. But yeah, quick shout out to those of you who have been watching my videos as of late, or watching, subscribing, liking all the content, liking the videos. My Amrabat video is absolutely taken off. It is absolutely flying. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. But I'm loving every second of it. My Mason Mount Monday video is also following closely behind it as well. But yeah, massive appreciation to those who are subscribing, helping grow the channel. It's doing us a world of favors. And most especially for those who are leaving comments as well, is either feedback or just generic interaction. Helps to liven up the channel a bit and get more engagement and things we'd love to see. But more importantly, one person that does deserve a lot of shout out and a lot of love is the United Philosophy, bloke who I sort of stumbled upon after doing a video, and basically just tuned into one of his streams, started watching, and had a good setup to it. Very nice setup, very nice format, and the way he was going through all the talking points, all the topics of discussion, and including the chat. So a very nice, all-inclusive streamer, very interactive, and reads a lot of the comments, and has some pretty good discussions, pretty good discussions, very good content, very enjoyable content to just unwind to. And it's a stream every day. Got I think it's literally Monday to Friday, about 7:30 to 7:45. Goes on for about an hour. And the weekends he streams slightly earlier, about 5:30. So yeah, do recommend that his channel most especially. And yeah, I think that's it from me for now. and we'll be seeing you all again real soon. I am Outskeets, and I'm gonna go chill. I'm just gonna chill and unwind and not let this takeover business just play on my mind and get me wound up or anything. There's many different things that we can focus on in the meantime. But goodbye from me for now. See you in the next one. Ciao.